Wow, some of those bets I placed on UFC Vegas 37 at the weekend were, terrible. I mean, even for me, they were pretty bad. If you want to see how bad, obviously watch the rest of this video. What I'm going to be doing is breaking down all of the bets that I placed on that event. I'm going to be looking at some of the UFC news and also just news from combat sports in general, having a bit of a laugh at the expense of some of the things that have been going on, and obviously looking at some hilarious memes and stuff. So yeah, enjoy. Let's start off with Joaquin Buckley and Antonio Arroyo in the 185-pound division. So this one, not all of my bets were bad. This one was pretty good, but come on, it was never in doubt, was it? Look, Joey, look at the size of the dude. You know, he's never losing to that guy. Come on, man. Although it was a little bit in doubt when it got to the third round and he still hadn't gotten the knockout. I thought he was clearly winning, but it's he managed to find that KO, which is what I bet on. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next up for Joaquin Buckley. Let's see him fight another bum and then see if we can get him somewhere in the top 15. I don't know. But either way, you know, it's always fun seeing somebody who's got that much power, you know, just fighting people. He's fun. He's fun. Ion Cutelaba versus Devin Clark. Now, I think that Ion Cutelaba took what I said personally, because what I said was that he's really scary in the first 60 seconds and after that his gas tank runs out and he breathes heavily and just loses decisions because... yeah, he went and won a decision, didn't he? Jesus Christ. I mean, the odds on that were astronomical, in fairness. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, he looked good. Oh, also, he's from Moldova. Yeah, I remember now. I was like, where the hell is he from? I always think that he's from Brazil, and then I incorrectly think that he's from Colombia, and it turns out he's Moldovan the entire time. Yeah, so look, Devin Clark just let him kind of fight his kind of fight. I mean, the thing is Ion did do a lot of damage to him kind of early on. I mean, check out his teeth, man. Look at what Ion Cutelaba did to that dude. Look at it. That is horrible. Like, and fair play to Devin Clark. Like, between rounds, I think it was his dad. I think his corner might have suggested it as well. That they're all saying, look, your teeth are real bad, man. You need to, like, do you want to throw the towel in? And he was just like, no, the damage is done. It's like, well, respect that. I respect that, man. Joey, look, at the end of the day, these guys are so tough that anybody that steps in there is doing something that most of us could never even dream of doing. But that's an extra kind of level to that toughness, isn't it? Oh, you know what? My teeth are already battered into the back of my mouth. I will just carry on because they're not going to get much worse. I mean, they could have. Either way. Yeah, decent win for Ion Cutelaba. He needed it. He needed that win. What's next for him? Maybe a matchup with Paul Craig. Paul Craig! I wouldn't hate that matchup at all. That's a really fun matchup. Ion Cutelaba versus Paul Craig. Make that shit happen. So yeah, you've got Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann at 205. Well, Spann's reach was the factor in this one. That's what I said going in. Turns out it was a huge factor in him being able to tap out extra quick. I'm kidding, he didn't it was just, look, Anthony Smith came in there looking like an absolute beast. Like, Anthony Smith, if he keeps on going in that ruthless with that kind of mindset, he could definitely get his way to the title. You know, now that John Jones isn't there anymore. At the end of the day, if he'd have taken that kind of attitude into his title fight with John Jones, he could be the champion right now. But he didn't, and that's on him. So now he has to work his way back, and he has done, and he's done very, very well. Anthony Smith, I'm a huge fan of. What I did find very strange was the whole thing where he was just like, you know, getting all uppity after the fight, saying that it was because Devin Clark said that he didn't respect his journey, that he didn't care about all the stuff that he'd done. It's like Anthony, the promo guys are asking him these questions. What is he meant to say? Why did you take that so personally? I have seen so much worse stuff said than that. Like, oh no, it doesn't matter to me what he's done. I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to beat him. What else did you want him to say? Why have you taken that so personally? I think you overreacted slightly there, but I'm a fan of it. I like that kind of heat. Do you know what I mean? Bring that heat, Anthony Smith. Love seeing it. Lionheart back in the win column. Can't wait to see him fight Rakic again. I think that'll be a totally different fight this time around. And you know what? I'd be putting my money on Anthony Smith. The way he keeps coming in looking like that is fantastic. Great stuff. So, before I get to the news, I just want to say, look, if you enjoy this content, please just give me a like, give me a subscribe, you know, do what you can. It's not for everyone, maybe not for the terminally ill, as I said last week. But if you enjoy MMA and you enjoy having a bit of a laugh and looking at some odds and watching an idiot like me put on some bets that are never going to come off in a million years, then yeah, just hit the like, hit the subscribe, and also just tell your friends, just say, look, if you've got a mate that you think might appreciate this, let them know. And then, you know, I can grow the audience and then, you know, try and, I don't know, do something. But either way, thank you for your support and continued support. So, in the news, Fedor Emelianenko has weighed in on the whole ring girl debacle with, like, Khabib. So, anyway, basically, he goes, yeah, you know, make them dress more decent. Like, come on, Fedor. Like, you wear the skimpiest trunks out of just about anybody. You wear the skimpiest trunks that are allowed, like, in MMA. And you know what? Post-Pride, you could have probably used Ariane's top as well. I'm just saying. Look, what are you gonna dress them? What the fuck are you gonna dress a ring girl in if it's not what the UFC? It's not exactly the most revealing things. I mean, if you want to see some revealing ring girl action, watch Rough and Rowdy. It's tremendous. But yeah, no. It's I think the whole debate over whether ring girls should be there or not is just stupid. Look, ring girls are there. Like, no one's holding a gun to their head, forcing them to do it, right? At the end of the day, if you stop, like, ring girls, like, isn't that just taking away the option for those girls that if they want to, like, I'm not saying, like, because they keep saying, oh, you know, they don't do anything. They're just, you know, they've got it so easy, right? At the end of the day, no, this is, you know, to Khabib and anybody else that says, yeah, they're completely pointless and they don't work hard, right? I don't think that's true. Are you a professional model? What qualifies you to say how easy or difficult being a professional model might be? Because, I mean, I imagine their schedules are fucking brutal. Do you know what I mean? You don't make that kind of money and get to that level in anything without working hard. So, I think that there does need to be a little bit of respect there. Is it the same kind of hard work that goes into being a professional fighter? I don't know, because I'm not either. So, yeah, it's like, but I think most professional fighters, they don't know what it takes to be a professional model. Nobody does, other than professional models. So what qualifies you, Khabib? What qualifies you, sir? That's what I would say. But anyway, Alex Pejera has signed with the UFC. Now, this dude is the one that KO'd Israel Adesanya in kickboxing. The speculation is that he will be a very good fight for Izzy, but I have said this before, he's got to get there first. There's a lot of killers at 185, a lot of really, really good wrestlers as well. He has got to get to Izzy first. He's not just going to fight Israel Adesanya. Like, he might be a horrible matchup for Israel Adesanya, but will he get to that fight is the real question. Be very interesting to find out, because apparently Glover Teixeira has really signed off on him, saying that he's not normal when it comes to power. Those were the words that he used, I think. So, yeah, either way, it's going to be interesting to see how Pejera gets on, and we'll be looking forward to that. So, and Troll of the Week. We've got a few good ones here, actually. So, yeah, Troll of the Week this week. The first one I've got is the poster for Tyson Fury versus Wilder. I don't think people kind of... I don't think they understood what they were doing there. Because look at it. It kind of does look like Fury is doing stuff to Deontay Wilder. I'll leave it at that. Doing stuff. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no, that's a good one. And then we have got Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis was arrested this week for impersonating an MMA fighter. Anything that's trolling Dylan Dennis, I'm pretty happy with. So yeah, they're taking this mugshot of Dylan Dennis, and basically MMA Roasted on Twitter just said Dylan Dennis got arrested last night for trying to impersonate an MMA fighter, which I thought was hilarious because yeah, like he hasn't fought in bloody ages, and he's I don't think he's the best either. And then one of my favourites, this is a real throwback. If you watched the Ultimate Fighter episode where, the Ultimate Fighter series where it was Rampage versus Rashad Evans, I think, there was that one fat guy in there called Titties. Like, you know, Rampage kept on calling Titties. He's like, hey, Titties, right? And that's when Rampage was, you know, in shape, fighting at light heavyweight, you know, looking good, you know? And now they've got a picture of Titties on the left and a picture of current Rampage on the right. It says you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Because, yeah, man, I mean, Rampage there is quite a lot chunkier than Titties in his prime. Ugh. Yeah, Rampage ballooning up to heavyweight. I don't know. It's interesting. It's fun. I'm always a fan of seeing Rampage fight. Rampage is just a fun personality, man. But yeah. So anyways, that is all we have got time for this week. Huge fights this weekend. I will be doing all of my predictions and breakdowns of bets and matchups coming up for UFC 266, which is taking place on Saturday. Obviously, the big return of Lawler versus Diaz. Lawler versus Diaz is happening at 185 pounds now as well. Interesting. I don't know, that fight might get pulled because when they start changing weight classes that drastically, that usually tells me someone's had an issue. Somebody has had an issue. They don't just change it like that. So keep an eye on that one in the news. And yeah, there's going to be obviously Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. There's right, I think Curtis Blades is fighting Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Loads of great matchups on there. Loads of opportunities for me to lose loads of money. So, yeah. Until next time, I'll see you on Friday. Friday for the Patreon, and then on Saturday for the YouTube. And again, thank you for all your support. Hit like, hit subscribe. Go and check out the Patreon for early access to videos, and we have a fun time over there. And until next time, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.